Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. The festive season is upon us and it is time for all the fun crafting tutorials that come with this time of the year. I'm really excited to be partnering with Creative Fabrica today for this fun festive tutorial. I know a lot of us are looking for more crafty DIY gift ideas this year and also gifting options that are a little bit more sustainable. So I thought what would be fun is to create a reusable gifting bag like this one. This one says "'Tis the season for sleigh rides and hot cocoa," and I thought it would be a really fun way to gift your Christmas presents this year because you don't have to use gift bags or wrapping paper that usually get thrown away once gifts are open, but instead you can personalize these and gift your presents inside in these reusable bags, and then your receiver can use the bag afterwards for whatever they like. So if you want to find out how to make this reusable gift bag, keep watching. First thing I did to get ready for this project was I headed on over to creativefabrica.com because there are loads of different resources here that I can use to build this project. First, I typed in Christmas in the search bar and I filtered my search by fonts because I wanted to look for a nice festive font to add to this tote in case I wanted to personalize it with names. I loved this Christmas font. And then I went back to my search bar and I refined my search by Christmas SVG files. SVG files are amazing for using in Cricut because they are perfect for cut files. I found a couple of different SVG packs that I liked that had some illustrations I thought would work for this project. Today's video is sponsored by Creative Fabrica, your one-stop shop for all things crafting and creative. Creative Fabrica aim to change the way you think about creative digital assets, and they have so many resources on their website. With their all access subscription, you can access over 6 million different fonts, graphics, Cricut files, patterns for needlework, classes, you name it, it's there. Creative Fabrica are also running a special Black Friday offer this year where you can get their all access subscription for only $4.99 a month or $59 for the whole year, which is a huge saving on this incredible subscription. So if you want to sign up to Creative Fabrica and access the all access subscription to use all of the fonts and graphics that I've used in this tutorial, as well as view some of my Creative Fabrica classes, you can do so using the link that I've left down in the description box. Now let's get back into the tutorial. Once I downloaded all of the files that I needed for this project, I switched over to my Cricut Design Studio and created a new canvas. I then used the upload feature to upload some of the SVG files that I downloaded that I thought would work best for this project to start building my canvas. The great thing about using SVG files is that they are ready to be cut files, and also because they're vectorized files, it means you can scale them up and down in size without them losing quality, and they're going to get you a really clean cut. When I added this sleigh and hot cocoa image to my canvas, I resized it down so that it would actually fit my canvas tote bag. Just remember to keep that lock turned on when resizing things so that you keep the ratio of height to width the same as when you imported it. I also added a few more little SVG Christmas files that I found, these Christmas trees, and also this Santa, which I later went back out and took out because I realized that some of the line work was a little bit intricate for weeding later. Once I had the main layout created, I also wanted to add a little bit of text to personalize this. So I went in to add text and I searched in the system fonts for the Christmas font that I downloaded. Make sure you install your fonts onto your system before you start searching for them in Cricut so that you will actually be able to find them in the browser. You could definitely add someone's name to this if you're using it as a gifting bag or you really want to personalize it. I just wanted to add a little bit extra to it and added this "'Tis the season for sleigh rides and hot cocoa" just because I thought that made it a little bit more fun. I then used the curve tool to make the text arch so that it would fit perfectly to the design that I added. And then again, I worked on resizing it, making sure that the lock is turned on so that the width and height will resize together. And then just fixing the arch again a little bit so that it really does fit perfectly to the SVG file that I imported. Once I was happy with the layout of everything, I grouped it all together and I used the grouping tool to make sure that it all stays in one group. I also checked that the width and height didn't expand the size of my Cricut mat or, of course, my tote bag that I'm going to press them onto. Make sure that you also group all of your files together and attach them before you click Make It so that they will stay the way you have arranged them when you send it to cut. So now my design is ready to cut. I always check that it looks okay in the mat layout before I move to connecting to my machine and picking out my materials. This is going to be a heat transfer project, so make sure that you turn on the mirroring tool with your mat to make sure that you cut this in reverse, because you are going to obviously turn it around and print it the opposite way. So you don't want your text to read backwards because you haven't turned this on. Now it's time to move over to my Cricut machine, making sure that I lined up my material perfectly on my mat so that nothing gets missed out when cutting. I'm also using this tool to press the vinyl down onto the mat properly, because sometimes I find these vinyl rolls can pop out a bit when you are cutting them. And then I sent the Cricut to do her magic. So here's a little bit of Cricut ASMR sounds for your listening pleasure. Once everything was cut and weeded, I switched over to my Cricut Easy Press. Make sure that you check the Cricut website for the heat and time settings for whatever heat transfer material you are using, and then also prepare your material that you're pressing onto by treating it with the heat press before you press. Then go ahead and place your vinyl onto your bag, nice and centered, and then press. Wait until your vinyl has completely cooled down before you peel back the transfer sheet. And there you go, a beautiful reusable gift bag for this Christmas. I hope you enjoyed this festive tutorial and that you're excited to make your own reusable gifting bag this Christmas. If you enjoyed this tutorial, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more festive tutorials from me this season, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Let me know in the comments if you're going to be making your own reusable gifting bag, or if you're going to be trying out the Creative Fabrica All Access subscription this year. It would even make a great gift for someone in your life that loves to do a little bit of crafting and DIY. That's all for me today, and I will see you again really soon.